So hey, Lawn Care Nation, I've got my first week of the 2020 lawn mowing season under my belt. Got all the mows done, and the weather has been fantastic, which has been a really good help. It's been nice and sunny all week. I've been able to do first cuts for everybody. I've been able to put moss control fertilizer down for most of my clients that do have me doing that as a service for them as well, and it's been pretty smooth in that sense. Of course, these are some strange times that we're in, amidst, a worldwide pandemic, and some strange sort of times that I've noticed, things just like very quiet neighborhoods that I've gone to. Parking has been a little bit more of an issue than it is normally. It's already, a bit of a problem with me in some of the smaller dense neighborhoods, but now with, a lot of people working from home and staying home, obviously more cars are on the street, and that makes parking a little bit more difficult. The other thing I noticed as well is that customers aren't necessarily coming out to talk to me like they normally would the first time they see me in the year. I've been noticing quite a few clients just wave to me from inside their house in the window and just acknowledge that I'm there, but not necessarily come out and talk to me. A couple have, and they're keeping their distance as well, just doing the whole social distancing thing, which is fine, but some a little bit of a strange time. The other thing I noticed a little bit, and it is very, very early right now in the season, and that is that given the weather being so nice, that there hasn't been a ton of calls yet coming in. Like I said, it is, it's only mid-March, so it's very early in the season, but normally, I would think with weather being so nice that there'd be a bunch of calls, but I think people are just cautious about it, and not wanting to maybe interact with other people, strangers in particular that they don't know. The other thing, I have been fortunate, I haven't had any cancellations. Of course, that could be something that you guys encounter in your business, a very real possibility, as other people, are sent home from work, get laid off from jobs. I heard this morning that, for Air Canada here in Canada, the one of the big airlines, that they're laying off, I forgot how many thousands of stewardesses, because there's just not any flights going out at the moment. So obviously, if you're working for somebody like that, who's just been laid off and stuff, there is the possibility that they, say that they don't want to have, lawn mowing service at the moment, can't afford to have that sort of stuff. For me, most of my clients are all seniors. And they have either their savings, or they have fixed incomes like pension plans and things like that, so it doesn't affect them. So I haven't seen any cancellations yet of any of my regular customers. Everything is business as usual for regular clients. I've had clients ask me, just out of curiosity, if I've had people cancel because of it, and obviously having that good base of clients is crucial at times like this. But the thing to remember as well is that the grass continues to grow, and will continue to grow throughout the next month or two, as everything kind of unfolds. So there's always going to be a need for that. And being a solo owner operator, is also a help in this sort of situation, because I don't have to worry about employees. I don't have to worry about that part of it. Generally my business, being a solo owner operator for the past 15 years, has been the definition of social distancing, right? I'm never around anybody. As a lot of you guys know, this can be a pretty solitary profession if you're a solo owner operator. So in that sense, there is a bit of an advantage there. So I thought I would just share some video clips of some of the jobs I've done in this first week. some moss control to put down. It's a 936 fertilizer with I think it's 13% iron. Okay, so I got my moss control down with this one. Usually the first thing I do each year is put moss control down on all of my clients. You can see all my bags here, all the empties ones there. So far, a couple more loaded up for today in the back corner. And like I said, I use this moss control here. It's a 936 fertilizer with 13.5% ferrous sulfate, and that's what I'm using for moss control. Works really well. You can see I was bouncing the fertilizer spreader there. It's a little bit difficult trying to do it with one hand, but I was bouncing it around, and you can see it tends to clump up a bit if there's any moisture in there. So when the hopper's full, it works well, but as you get down towards the bottom, you have to bounce it around more and more as all those little clumps sort of collect that moss control. If there's any sort of moisture that it pulls out of the air or anything like that, then it tends to just get all clumped up there. So with this house too, I do the moss control on their actual lawn there and on the inside of the hedge that you guys saw, but I don't do any fertilizer applications or anything on the city boulevard. I do mow this, but I don't do any fertilizer there. So there you have it, Lawn Care Nation. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you've started your lawn mowing for the 2020 lawn care season. So that's it for this one, guys. Here's to wishing you guys all overwhelming success and freedom in your lawn care business. Bye for now.